Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done a video, but I thought it was urgently necessary tonight. And for some of you that get this, if it saves some of you or helps you save some cash, then it's worth it. I've been busy doing other things, trying to create a family office and doing some other stuff. But I think it's important that you know this because we're in precarious times, right? If you look at the SPY right now, and as you know, if you've been following us at any point in time, when you break the lows on volume, you're going lower, which did not occur, by the way, on Friday, right? So you had to come down. This was 587 million to the downside. Here we on Friday we only breached it in 525. If you went and checked the Qs and the IWM, you'd find the same thing to be true. Here's what's concerning though: we do have the volume today, meaning that if you go back and you take this 587 divided by 5, because there's 5 trading days in a week, you'll come up with more daily volume than we had today. I don't know what the number is off the top of my head. I did the math earlier, but I forget. We are on track to do the volume, to break this on volume, which means we'd be heading down to the 604 area, at least as the first stop. And then I can't remember where the Qs are. It's in my Twitter feed. But the same thing with the Qs, same thing with IWM. We're in the process of rolling over potentially. Here's why I say that. Not only do we have the volume, but you look at the daily, and you have the highs and the lows of last Friday, right? We had this big gap down, massive drop on Friday, right? We recouped it today. All the news is great. We're going to the moon. And then we gave it up, right? And by gave it up, I mean that we closed inside the highs and the lows of Friday, right? You can see that. That means we could, I'm not saying we will, but we could come down here and retest the Friday's lows again. Same thing on the Qs, right? Closed inside the highs and the lows. We can do that. Same thing with IWM. Those are your 3 major indices, right? This, I think, closed within the highs of the lows. What is that? Maybe, yeah, I think it did, right at the highs and the lows. So these are headed lower. And you look at all the leaders, right? Look at all the leaders on the daily. Amazon gave it up today. All the leaders gave it up. Apple gave it up. NVIDIA, pick your leaders. They gave it up. You can see and with this chart, I like this kind of chart. You see where it closed by the little nub that sticks out there to the right, right? AMD gave it up. Microsoft gave it up. Forget about the fact that it's green. That doesn't matter. What we're really doing is we're looking at the volume bars. So to conclude, in short, recap the 3 points. One, we have the volume to take out the massive spike that was holding us up all this time since, was it October of last year? Since November of last year. Okay, all that massive volume spike, we've got the volume so far to do it. You can tell that our bias is to the downside. We started at the highs and we closed at the lows. That's a bearish engulfing bar. Okay, it's not red, but still, here we come. And on top of that, on the daily, we closed inside the highs and the lows as we've outlined, which from a technical basis means we can go back and retest these lows. So what I'm trying to say is, by all metrics, it's very, very possible that we're headed lower. So protect your cash. Be careful. If you're short, great. I'm excited to short, right? I love to short, make probably more money shorting than going long. But if you don't short, stay in cash. Don't try to be a hero. Just hang out and wait for a better market, because this is not this is a deep end of the pool. So would suggest you don't trade. Wait for a washout, and when the washout happens, there'll be plenty of time to trade it to the upside. Hope that helps.